If you look at comic in the dictionary, I'll tell you it's a humorist or satirist. You go down to the antonyms, and like first up on the list of opposites is classical musician. So I felt hooked from the start, but it's such a great cause. I consider myself a big fan of women. Right? And I'm not hurting them, or hurting men either, really. But I wanted to do a good job. So I've actually never even been to a stand-up comedy show before. I don't know what it is. I have a hard time going to eat or drink at a place that is called Yucks. But I did go online and I was studying what comics do, and one thing I noticed is comics will wait till the end of their set to say, "Oh, you're a great audience," but I'm gonna open with that, right? Like you smell so good. And you look lovely. I love your neck tattoo. Sir, it's lovely. I mean, you laugh, but the first person you should make friends with in any room is the one who has the neck tattoo. The other thing I noticed is comics are often, they kind of talk dirty a little bit, which isn't really my style, except that it's actually built into what I do. If you ask me, what do you do? I have to say, I'm a pianist. And I often actually play 4-hands concerts, so 2 people on 1 piano. And that's great because you can say, "Oh, what's your next concert?" And I'll say, "Oh, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night because I get to play with another pianist." The thing about being, I live my life on the stage is people will tell you anything. Like I had a newspaper report or like an interview a couple weeks ago, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to do a recording next year." And the woman said, "Oh, that's great. After all, you're not getting any younger." Like, who says that? And I also thought, how do you know? And I also wanted to say, why are you? I also had a woman say, "It's so great that you play the piano. After all, Sarah, you only have one marketable skill, and it's not your smile." It's crazy, right? But that's fine, because she was accurate. You know how dancers are so clumsy? Like, they have to have their walk choreographed. I can only play the piano. I was thinking about this recently. If you're, when I'm typing on my typewriter, or like what am or like a computer, what am I, 80? Like, and I'm aging so well. When you're typing, I see people do this, and they can type words on this, and they come up on the screen, and they don't look at their hands when they're typing. I think it's called touch typing, but I never learned how to do this. You think I'd be great at it, right? Because I play the piano, and so fast, the fingers, the head's not so fast. And the problem for me is that on the keyboard, the R and the T are very close to each other, and the H and the N, which means that by accident, most of my emails I end up signing, "Warmest regards, Satan." I think I have time to actually play you a little something, if you're interested. Yeah. Roger, do you think you could bring out the piano? this, when you wash the piano, you wash it in cold water. But it's okay, I can work with this. I mean, size doesn't matter. It's all how you use your hands. The problem is, I'm not quite sure how to get down there without compromising myself. No, see, if I do that, I'm worried the sounds are going to come out of me. Is this better? In the spirit of tonight, I have for you a few bars from the theme song to Wonder Woman, which I think will sound very magnificent on this.